Okay, so ItsaGundam covers streamers like Pokimane, is a friend of Jeremy, is mad about AOC streaming, I think primarily because Pokimane was part of the stream, I guess. I didn't catch this stream just because I don't really care, you know what I mean? Like, I support AOC and, like, democratic socialism and you know, Green New Deal and Medicare for all that, you know, stuff. You guys know this. I don't particularly care for, like, ooh, let's go online and get in touch with the kids. I think it's genuine coming from her, as opposed to other politicians who would do it relatively cynically. I genuinely think she probably had a good time. It was probably entertaining. It's just not something I'm interested in watching. But I guess ItsaGundam is really mad about it. Jeremy had a video about this too, but I decided to not watch his. Let's watch ItsaGundam's instead. Just because I think a lot of far-right people, or just people on the right in general, you'll notice that when something like this happens and it's successful, like this is like in the top 5 most popular Twitch streams of all time or something, which is crazy, they'll start to criticize it, but it's not because of the reasons they're going to list. It's not that they're mad, they don't think it's tacky, or that it's whatever they're going to call it, or cringe, or whatever. I think it's because on some level they know it's effective voter outreach, and it endears people like AOC to communities that otherwise might not be interested in politics very much. And they don't like that it's effective. So, let's take a look. Something happened. I heard a noise. Guar, Stone Skin, where are the bits? There, they're there. Says, if Trump loses, do you think he'll flee the country, get arrested, or resign and have Pence pardon him? None of the above. I think Trump's just going to have a lame duck session where he's going to try and mess up the executive branch as much as possible to leave a mess for Biden by removing as many people from important positions as he possibly can. And then he's just going to go back to his normal rich guy life. He might start some sort of news network. He might, you know, he'll definitely write another book. I'm sure he'll tweet pretty constantly about how he hates Joe Biden and how he thinks Joe Biden's doing a bad job, and it'll be very annoying. But absolutely nothing is going to happen to Donald Trump legally. This country's legal system is not set up to punish rich people, especially rich people who have wielded incredible power. Nothing's going to happen to Trump. I wish it would. Believe me. Believe me. I wish the biggest consequences. I wish Donald Trump, he's amazing at committing felonies. He's amazing. But no, nothing's going to happen to Donald Trump. Nothing. And he deserves it because I think he's committed crimes, but nothing's going to happen to him. Don't get your hopes up. It's the number 2 most popular stream, only second to the Ninja Drake stream. Okay. Do I have any pets? You have 3 sugar gliders, a Pomeranian puppy, a hamster, a ferret, and a chinchilla, and a cat. Yes, I have a kitty named Lupine. You think he'll try his hardest to get SCOTUS involved in the election? Yeah, possible. Quite possible. We'll see what happens, though.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay, awesome. Okay. I'm working on the mic. Okay, did that work, guys? Okay. Awesome. Okay, we got it.
How do you do, fellow kids?
What?
See, he's gonna do that. And, I get what they're saying. Anytime a politician gets involved in, like, some sort of internet thing, but, like, I'd rather a politician get involved in up-and-coming platforms, especially one involving younger people who aren't going to be the most likely to vote based on past turnout for young people. That's fine. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. I'd agree if it were, like... Who's a good example? If it were like Hillary Clinton coming on to try and play Among Us, yeah, that would probably be pretty cringe. Because she's an old lady who probably has never played a video game in her life. Maybe she played Pong back in the day. I don't know. But like AOC's a young person who probably is aware of Among Us already. Like, I don't find that cringe inherently. It's generally when you have an old person who doesn't know what a thing is just trying to, like, appeal to the youth. Whereas AOC, it feels like a natural or more natural, at least, way to do outreach. I mean, she was already involved in, like, H-Bomber Guy's charity stream, where he did the speed run of Donkey Kong 64. Like, she's already has a presence in online spaces like this. It's not unheard of, so I disagree that it's an entirely hello fellow kids cringe thing. ItsaGundam! She plays League, doesn't she? I have no idea. It's possible.
AOC does a tweet. Anyone wants to play Among Us with me on Twitter to get out the vote?
Tucker White 94 has a cleanse, which I'll take a look at. Oh, Arenas3, thank you for subscribing. Arenas3 says, I finally came out to my parents yesterday. Thank you for creating the community that let me find myself. You're the best. I hope that went well.
There's nothing funny about the tools.
I'm glad this community is supportive and can be here for you. That's nice. Yeah, Tucker White, I'll open up the cleanse in another tab. Give me a sec. There we go.
Listen.
There's nothing funny about the tools.
I've never played.
Stone Corbell with 20 bits. Excuse me. I've almost the same age as AOC, and I've been playing video games since I was 8. This whole premise is completely flayed. I assume you mean flawed, but yes. Tucker White 94. Never mind. You read it just as I sent it. It's cool.
Played, but it looks like a lot of fun. Yeah, Among Us 2. A lot of gamers look at that and go, that looks like fun, Terry. Of course.
What? Among Us is like one of the most popular games right now. It's like really, really popular. Streamers are doing it. People are doing it with their friends. It's fun. What?
The marketing queen herself, Pokimane, pops up. It'd be an honor. What happened to everybody not being political? Oh, no. Political stuff, it doesn't matter until it's...
Let's see what these say. Anyone want to play Among Us? Pokimane says it'd be an honor. We went from keep politics out of games to gamers are political to politicians shall live stream themselves playing games. End 2020. Let's start over in 2021. Make it year 0. Guys, video games have been political for a long time. It's fine. I know when you were 9 years old and you were playing Lego Star Wars, that's the apex of gaming for you. But as it turns out, games made for adults, like any story made for adults, tend to include at least some amount of political messaging. It's fine. It's fine. Deal with it. The kind of people who like... Never mind. And Lid with 15 bits. Hi, Hannah. Just watched your appearance on the line. Good job. Thank you. It was fun. Yeah, I was on the line last night, and the VOD is up if you want to go check it out. It was fun. We got some trolls, but I think we handled them pretty well. It was a good time.
It's like the correct path. You know, the right side of history. And what I love about the right side of history, it's wherever some asshole tells you it is. You know?
Monkey, don't you realize you're black?
Ah, from what I hear,
Nothing funny about the tools.
his hat would say otherwise.
Andrew Dickerson, this idiot probably doesn't know that Mobile Suit Gundam series are almost always anti-war. I don't know anything about it. MMO Addicted with 10 bits, yeah, that very non-political series, Medical Gear, which Metal Gear, not Medical Gear. Metal Gear, which totally does not touch upon many subjects like denuclearization and the modern information war. It's simply a non-political sneaky shoot.
Trump's America now, boy.
It sure is.
Pokey pops up, and then AOC's like, let's do it. Let's start up an account and get some streaming equipment today. Yes, nothing screams cool like AOC, a House rep who I once saw get completely demolished by a cop.
Legal asylees are not charged with any crime.
When you're into the country illegally, it's violation 8 United States Code 1325.
Seeking asylum is legal.
If you want to seek asylum, go through the port of entry, do it the legal way. The attorney...
Marks Zuckerberg 240, COD, Pro War Prop, Skyrim, Empire versus Stormcloaks. Like every adult game out there, even games rated like T for teen, usually have some element of political commentary. It doesn't have to be in your face, it doesn't have to be constant, but yeah, stories tend to at least in some ways reflect conflicts that exist in the real world. Like, when we're talking about Skyrim, it gets pretty, you know, general, in the same way Star Wars is relatively general, although clearly it's taking a lot from like World War II and Nazi iconography and stuff. up to and including, you know, stormtroopers are in Star Wars, but stormtroopers were also Nazis in real life. But yeah, like, even stuff that's like, there's an evil empire and you're a freedom fighter, or you're part of the empire and there are rebels. Like, that's political. It's political. It's all political, guys. Medical gear, Hannah. Medical gear, my blood pressure just spiked, revoking your gamer card. I don't like the Metal Gear games. I'm not a fan. Maya is bored. Thank you for subscribing. Appreciate it. Mitchell Drummer, 22-bit snipe. Are you the stream boss now? If so, nice. Nice. Good job.
General of the United States has made that clear.
Okay.
In one video, whatever. I'm not political. I'm just saying. Nothing as cool and fun like politics and gaming with politicians. Yes! I can feel...
He's so salty that it was effective. He's so salty. This is what I'm talking about, guys. His whole argument here thus far in this video has been, this is so fun. I'm sure tons of people will want to watch this. But, and he's saying it sarcastically. But like, yeah, it was the #2 Twitch stream of all time. A lot of people did want to watch it and they enjoyed it. Do you have another criticism you'd like to try, or you just want to try and fall flat in your face at being snarky for the next 9 minutes? Okay.
Feel the hype energy. Remember when Joe Biden was at Evo? Oh my god.
Daddy Sume with 10 bits. Darkest Dungeon equals a humorous take on the racism of H.P. Lovecraft and how Tesla was a powerful autistic and had lots of issues. What? Okay.
And then him and Trump play Dragon Ball Z Fighter. Oh wait,
Hey, ItsaGundam, have you considered that both of those geriatrics are 100 fucking years old and have probably never played a video game ever? Do you see the difference in the context between the joke you're making and the reality of someone who's not super old, who's like a young person doing something to interact with young voters? No, you want to be have all kinds of hyperbole and act like it's a solid argument? Cool. Glad we could be here to experience it. MMO Addicted with 10 bits. Speaking of medical gear, fun fact, a fetish oh god, it's always about the fetishes. A fetish website in the UK contributes scrubs, masks, gloves, and other PPE to combat COVID. A fetish website did more for battling COVID than the Republicans. True. PK the Lost AOC used Twitch stream. It's super effective.
that happened in a cool alternate reality. Jesus Christ. I hate to say it, but gaming is now becoming popularized. And now it's becoming...
Oh no! The hobby that I've enjoyed since I was a child is becoming... popular? Oh no! We can't have the normies!
There's nothing funny about the
Grow up, Jesus Christ. Shouldn't you enjoy the fact that the general population enjoys video games now? I think it's like 60% of the population now plays video games in some form. And that includes stuff like phone games, I think. But nonetheless, people are like aware of video games. And of course, that's a general population. So like 80-year-olds are going to be less and younger people like our age are going to be a lot more.
There's nothing funny about the tools
But like,
of capitalism.
that's a good thing. It's a good thing that the medium through which you enjoy entertainment is popularized by other people, right? It increases the market that the games are being produced for, so more games are going to get made. Like, I cannot imagine a situation where more people get into video games and I'm upset about it. What kind of weird gatekeepy bullshit is that? As we all know, gamers are the most trodden upon class, so. 12 a.m. coffee with 10 bits. We need Biden and Trump to go head-to-head on Wii Sports Boxing. Make this happen, America. Enlid with 10 bits. What this really means, oh no, the women are gaming now, and now they're reading comics too. Wah, wah, wah. I know, right? I read comic books all the time, and I'm both a woman and trans. Does that hurt? Does that hurt people? I kind of hope it does. TubeMan642. I love that his avatar is dressed as Judge Dredd, one of the most political comic series ever made. Oh my god, he is! I didn't even notice. That is Judge Dredd. Judge Dredd, a comic that's almost entirely based around showing how fascist dictatorships and the idea of law and order being taken too far is bad, is what this guy is dressed up as. Huh. Interesting. Antipodian Squid, I'm not even awake yet, and I come into fetish and kink talk. The only fetish I have right now is to drown in coffee. Jesus.
Popularized, it is being hijacked by people who want to.
Yeah, it looks a little Captain Falcon-y, but I think you can tell by the shoulder thing. This is a thing Judge Dredd has. It's usually like an eagle or something, though, I think. I'm not positive.
Use it for political BS. It just makes me sick. Now we just have hype games and agenda pushing. That's what happens whenever you're hot.
List me some agenda pushing games, please. It's a Gundam, please. Is it The Last of Us 2? Please meme on me and say The Last of Us 2. Daddy Sume with 10 bits. It's because of the hat. The hat is very Captain Falcon, and everyone knows Captain Falcon from Smash Brothers. True.
Topic gets big. That's why I hate the idea of a live-action Gundam movie coming, because this will happen in Gundam. Oh wait, it's already happened. We had some political person being drawn with a Gundam. Yeah, exactly.
Oh no! A popular United States Congresswoman was drawn next to a thing I like. The horror. Who cares? What?
Exactly.
Mission accepted.
MMO Addicted Gundam has always been political. I'm not familiar. I can't really comment on it. I'd have to bring Randy into a stream to come and talk about Gundam with me and explain it. That might be fun. Although, I don't think Randy and I have ever talked person to person. We're always in some other group. So, I don't know.
Like a political person ever put their nuts on the fire. How?
Daddy Sume with 15 bits. I hope he never notices that Gundam Wing was virulently anti-war and they're all jihadists fight alongside one of the major protagonists. Ooh.
How many politicians escaped the draft? Don't worry, I'll wait, because we know it's a lot. It's a list. Whatever. Then Hassan brings his ass in.
I don't think AOC ever dodged the draft, considering it wasn't a thing when she was of age. What are you talking about?
We're already making a lobby at AOC. And then she replies to him, just DM you. Sounds like a lot of fun. Let's do it. As a New Yorker, on principle, she should pay this another for no attention. He said America deserved 9/11.
He is literally this meme, and then there's a link. Sorry, I gotta scroll down in the chat. Wow, cool robe. Cool.
This is so insane. America deserved 9/11, dude. F it. I'm saying it.
We're there to partner with them. We're not there doing our own thing. We're there partnering and training
In a video
and
game.
equipping and enhancing.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that. That's not a good thing to say, Hassan. Jesus Christ. Goth Geek Gaming. Gaming hasn't been niche since Call of Duty and sports games were added to the list. Yeah, gaming's been mainstream for a very long time.
All of us are sitting
Very long. For a long time, you know, in the last, 20 years or so.
there, like,
That got Hassan banned for a bit, understandably. That's more than a spicy take. That's just a dumb thing to say.
like we can't, like, it's knowing a group knowledge of, like, I've never had ESP, but at that moment,
Would this be classed as Gamergate? I'm gonna count it. That counts. If you have Gamergate, I guess go ahead and tick that off. I don't think I have it, though.
we telepathically were all like, who the f does this stupid bitch think she's fooling right now? It was so ridiculous, and I wish so much that I would have been like, excuse me, ma'am, would you shut the f up, because you are just spewing bullshit, horseshit, untrue, nasty nonsense right now. Get the
or in a nicer way.
Then to try and cover himself, he goes, in a video game. And his fans are like, well, in the context he said in a video game. Well, it didn't happen in a video game. I watched the towers fall. There ain't no f***ing game about it. People died. That guy. And AOC, a New Yorker, is going to do something with him. Jesus Christ. The stuff he said about America disgusts me because he's from another country living the American dream off of capitalism. You know, that's like, I hate hookers and whores and blow. And then you find out the dudes at the cat house do.
Haha. You don't like society as it currently stands, and yet you participate in society. How strange. The worst argument that exists. Abby, my dudes. Is Gundam a Trixie and Katya stan? I don't know what that is. I assume that's a Gundam thing.
Doing a line off of some titty dancer's ass. Move on. Next up, on today on Twitter, a tweet from Greg. It says, who the f transitions a 4-year-old? I agree with Greg. It's official. We have a 4-year-old daughter. Waylon is now Willow. Took a lot of paperwork to make the gender transition. It's a 4-year-old. It's a child, you know? Sometimes little boys run around in high heels or something because they think it's funny to run around them and a mommy to be taught.
I very much doubt that that's the, for one thing, you're being reductive. To say that the kid was just running around in high heels and that's why they decided to transition their identity on their birth certificate, I doubt it. I'm pretty surprised anyone actually did let them change it on the birth certificate. But the thing is, even if the kid changes their mind someday and decides that, oh, no, I'm actually not a trans woman, they can just change it back. It's fine. Chill out.
Taller or something. It happened.
MMO addicted with 10 bits, so I rolled stats for my character, Shadra, and with the strength of 5 and a con of 8, she's been nicknamed the slimmest of shadies. I gotta look this up. Let me see. Waylon, Willow, Mike, at Phys Ed Depot. No, what is it? Hold on. At Phys Ed Depot. Mike Ginacola. Mike Ginacola. The account doesn't exist for some reason.
Hi, my name is Mike Ginacola, and I wanted to show you how I use my new Plickers magnet.
Oh, God. I don't like their videos. News? Is there any article about it? It's an article from 2018, though. I don't know. I don't know the context around the thing. But if it's just a birth certificate thing, guys, you can switch that back. If the kid changes their mind, it doesn't really matter. Tucker White 94, account doesn't exist. I get the feeling that none of what Judge Dredd said happened. Maybe. Maybe not, though. Who knows? Either way, I'd imagine a ton of context is missing. Oh, it's a tweet from 2019, too, so it's an old one. I don't know.
It doesn't mean your kid wants to be RuPaul. You know, it's a child. They don't...
RuPaul isn't trans, you fucking asshole.
Don't know nothing yet.
RuPaul is a drag queen. There's a difference.
Transgender. The parents were thrilled. After all, a transsexual is so much more chic than a plain old sissy. That little boy wasn't a girl. He just had too much self-esteem. It's so easy to confuse the two nowadays.
That's not it. You can't drink till you're 21. But at 4, you can transition.
Do you think that changing your name on a birth certificate is the end-all be-all of transition? I wish it was. Wouldn't that be convenient if I could just go change my name legally and then everything else just happens magically? Can we switch to that system? Can we invent magic and then have that happen? Please.
Christ almighty. Tell me that nothing, like none of this makes sense to me. None of this makes sense. The world is burning, and I can no longer meme-masturbate to it. God, those were simpler times when I could get on the internet and watch Divine David. Now I look at the way the world's going, I'm losing my absolute shit.
And now, a word from our sponsor. I'm Markiplier.
And here's one from Death Noodles. It's my guy. I love this dude. I'm gonna be real with you, my mental state has been corroding at a rapid rate due to the cancerous stuff I look at now. Somehow Death Noodles does this all day. Literally, his Twitter stays popping off with stuff that would have made me hang myself. So I'll give it to him. Death Noodles is the Rambo of internet drama. Somehow he can survive this harsh terrain on Twitter. So Death Noodles says, breaking news. That will most definitely change your life. Mula Cherver, I don't care.
Tucker White 94, by the way, does that video of the gay stereotype he showed count for homophobia? Yeah, sure. Let's do it. Do I have that? There we go.
Creates an OnlyFans. Literally hours after turning 18.
Oh my.
She also threw a massive birthday party for herself 1 week after moving to Los Angeles. I don't know who this is. The only thing...
I don't know who that is either. I also find the idea of literally being like, oh, someone just turned 18. Literally the legal minimum of when I can be lewd about them. And then that, but like... If that's her grift, that's her business. I don't care. If she wants to be a sex worker, that's fine. It's none of my business.
Thing I know is she's 18 and she opened an OnlyFans. And I told people this is what chicks do now. It's like teenage chicks, 17. She's like, 1 week till my OnlyFans drops. These girls do a countdown to OnlyFans like they're Elon Musk at SpaceX.
I think ItsaGundam is salty because if people wanted to pay money for pictures of his disgusting wiener, he would absolutely do it, but no one wants it, so he's just mad. Like, yeah, some people have other people who want to pay them to be lewd about them, and if everyone in the situation consents, that's their business. Isn't that capitalism for you? Someone has something other people want. They come to an agreement about what needs to be paid for them to get the thing they want. In this case, lewd images or video. Like, be saltier about it. It's a Gundam. I don't know what to tell you.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There should be a space on the Chud card for slut shaming. There probably should be, yes.
Titties! It is just like, I got nothing for it. I guess that's her birthday party. Dude, it looks like a fucking whorehouse. Coronavirus.
I think it's at a strip club because she turned 18 and apparently it's where she wanted to go for her birthday. Again, be salty about it? Like, if she's having fun and it's her birthday, that's kind of her business. I'm so over people seeing other people having fun and when it's not fun that they agree with on some, like, hoity-toity, like, moral ground. Like, oh, it's a strip club, so that's disgusting. Like, alright, that's fine if you don't like strip clubs. I don't like strip clubs either. I've never been in one. It doesn't sound like something that would appeal to me in any way, shape, or form, regardless of who's performing. But, like, if someone else is having fun and everyone is being safe and reasonable in the situation, why do I care? Go have fun. Who cares? Dudes spanking dudes. If it was a dude, it would be okay. And then Maya is bored with 30 bits. Chuds want to watch porn and sexy pictures, but get pissed off when women actually earn good money on their own. I think that might be part of it. I think so many chuds are really, really, really against OnlyFans because it humanizes the sex worker and it puts them in charge of their own, like, business, basically. I don't think they like that. I think they like thinking of the porn actresses, the sex workers, whatever, as objects, and they don't like thinking of them as a person in the situation. Very strange. Antipodian Squid with 10 bits. Guys like this, oh my god, this underage celeb I've been ogling has finally turned 18 and it's okay now. Also guys like this, oh my god, I can't believe people are making OnlyFans accounts as soon as they're 18. What sluts? Yeah, it's pretty hypocritical.
I guess teenagers that are popular on...
Isn't this the dude who was talking about porn on stream with Jeremy? Yes, This guy was on stream with Jeremy when Jeremy talked about how much he likes incest porn. So, just a fun fact, in case you didn't know that about Jeremy.
On social media for God knows what, just don't seem to care. There you go. The next generation's more selfish than the next. Zoomers are more selfish than millennials.
Oh, look, another boomer take. It's so funny to me that this guy's like calling AOC hello fellow kids, whereas this guy's thing is like, hello fellow boomers. Aren't kids these days selfish? I don't know how to break it to you, but every single generation from the beginning of time has been called selfish by the generation that came before them. Every single generation thinks this about the youth after they get older. You know why? Because younger people tend to be more selfish than older people. They grow out of it. Or sometimes things that are seen as selfish by older people aren't seen as such by younger people, right? It's not selfish to go out and be like, hey, people like me as an internet presence. I'm going to go start an OnlyFans. If they want to see illicit photos of me, they can pay me for them. That's their business. Who cares? Who cares? Frustrating. NLID, they hate OnlyFans because of that, because it personalizes them, and oftentimes they go into single territory and think, why would they go on OnlyFans when there's all these nice guys out here? Oh, God.
Amazing, right? Just talking to a broad like, what, a week or two ago? I'm young.
I gotta lose weight and get more attractive. Get that sweet, sweet Hannah OnlyFans money. Daddy Sume will be the only person who actually pays to be a member. But I'll charge him $10,000 a month.
I don't need a mask. Corona's only for old people. And it's just like, Jesus Christ, man. And lastly, Nicolo.
I just ate a cup noodle myself, but Jeff Bezos is out there eating a $1,000 steak in his $1 trillion mansion. And then what are you doing? What are we doing?
Captain Seculoid, 95 bits. My partner has an OnlyFans. We enjoy the extra like $400 a month. Oh, I'm sure.
We're here on my stream eating a cup noodle. All right?
Daddy Sume. Okay, Hannah, but you better tailor that content to me. Yeah, sure. Just let me know. Let me know what you want that month. Mitchell Drummer with 10 bits. You ever see that one Twitter post that was like, people were mad when paper was invented because they no longer had to use a slate and they could remember everything by writing it down, and that paper would be the downfall of society? That happened with the written word, too. I think Socrates, I think, was pretty upset about, like, written language because he thought it would make the youth lazy and not have to remember things because they could just write it down. So, like, old people always think younger people are stupid or lazy or whatever, and it's never been the case. It has never, ever, ever been the case. And if you catch yourself feeling that way as you get older, check yourself, because you're probably just suffering from a bias that you're blind to. Never assume that some generation below you in its entirety is some, like, lazy, immoral mess, because it's just not. They're not.
We got it, exactly. We gotta eat the rich, exactly.
Baja sent me a tweet or something. More black voters over the age of 65 have already voted in Georgia than voted in total in 2016 presidential election. There's still 9 days of voters remaining. Wow. Texas has joined the party as the second state to see more black seniors cast their ballot already than voted in the entirety of the 2016 election. That is absolutely bonkers. That's awesome. Everyone vote. Go vote still.
Nothing funny about the tools of capitalism.
Stephen J. Neptune, man. I'm a child of the 90s. I vividly recall how much crap Generation X got for being self-centered and slackers. Yeah, guys, the boomers themselves were called the me generation by their parents. Every single generation gets called this shit. Grow up and realize it's not the case. Daily content for 10K a month.
You know, the okay
I'm
boomer
down.
girl,
Sure.
literally her whole brand is people think she's cute.
Okay. And If it is, I don't know anything about this lady. I know she's the okay boomer lady, right? That's fine. That's her business. I don't care. If that's how she makes money from simps, more power to her.
She has no discernible talents. She's even arrested for domestic abuse for beating up a boyfriend.
That's rough. Don't do that.
Top of the crop cream. Chipotle is sponsoring one of her streams. For what? Because she has nice boobs?
I mean, maybe. Again, that's a business. Just like you and I have a business here where it's a Gundam. You complain about stuff like a boomer, and get mad at anyone who's left of right. And you're like, oh my god, everything's terrible, and I just hate everyone and everything. And I sit here and I talk about how stupid that is. We make money talking about things and entertaining people in our specific wheelhouses. This person makes money, I guess, being cute or something. Again, I don't know anything about this person. She probably talks about stuff too, and that's her business, and if people want to go watch it, that's fine. That's part of the free market. Do you not get that? It's a Gundam. You can't, like, suck the dick of the invisible hand and then also say you dislike what this lady's doing and her getting sponsorships from Chipotle. It's fine. It's fine. It just sounds like he's jealous he doesn't have nice boobs. Honestly, I understand that feeling. Although I do have boobs now, so which is nice. Which maybe you'll see someday on OnlyFans. Oh, shoot. Baja, are you listening? I forgot to take my hormones today to maintain my boobies. Please bring me my medicine. The Stellar Sea Cow says, the uncle I was on the phone with earlier is my favorite uncle because he's a pre-boomer, like too young for World War II, too old to be a boomer. He loves the way kids are nowadays, like he's literally the best, and loves how American Zoomers and Millennials are into socialist policies when you get to be old like him. Yeah. That's cool. MMO addicted with 10 bits. I mean, if you streamed daily and not OnlyFans general stuff, I'd contribute $1,000 to the 10K pool for me to give me a couple years. Jesus. Tucker White 94, Old Lady Hannah, 100 years from now. I tell you what, Skeleton of Jake, these kids with their teleportation. Back in my day, we had to drive from Michigan to who knows where. Today's kids are late. In the bathroom, in the cupboard, I have more omeprazole. Could you get me one of those? Thank you. Today's kids are just lazy assholes. Shadow Witch with 20 bits. As a teacher, I have to be in the now with what's going on with the youth. I can't just know millennials, my own group. I have to know 13 plus as an example. If 15 plus could vote when the Trump administration ended TikTok, his ass would be effed. Yeah. Enlid, I love the free market. No, not like that. That's basically every person we watch. Thank you. Appreciate it. Emoted says, Baja, please bring Hannah her boob juice box. I wish it came in a juice box. That would be delicious.
Apparently, if you use, like, the injections, it doesn't lower your libido as much.
Oh, okay. Maya is bored with 15 bits. I'm legit worried about the upcoming election. I don't live in your country, but how you can vote has such a big effect on the rest of the world, and it stresses me out. Plus, I actually care about people in other countries as well. I know it's hard concept for Trumpsters to grasp, but some of us actually have empathy to our fellow human beings. Yeah, that's a big problem with Trump voters. Devious Shilter, Skeleton of Jake is just a giant cob. He was corn all along. That's his character arc.
Really?
노래는 금지다.
왜 노래 금지야?
이것이 바로 하네스라는 거예요.
Always be lazy on purpose. Capitalism hates that.
Also, let's see what great tweets Nicolo has, because she's a maven. She's a genius. She does the best content ever. She tweets out boobs. Ah, yes. What a great tweet. You're getting your money's worth, Chipotle. They won't sponsor me, though.
No, because you're a douche. You're a douche. That would be why. He's so mad. And I understand to an extent. Like, when you put a lot of time and thought into your content, or if you're, particularly if you're someone who speaks, like this. Like, whether it's me or Jake or Jeremy or the Lance over at the Surfs or anyone else, like, it takes time and effort and energy to watch other things and comment on them politically or socially or whatever you happen to be doing, and forming opinions that are interesting and entertaining enough or whatever that people want to view. I understand that. And then you sometimes see people who will produce content that, to you at least, feels lower effort. It might not be, but it feels that way, and they'll get more views. But that's just kind of how life works, right? There's a lot of luck involved, and just because you put a lot of work into something or put a lot of thought into something doesn't mean people are going to want to watch it necessarily. And also, a good rule of thumb, boobs always wins. Boobs always wins. People like boobs, as it turns out. But that doesn't, like, diminish the value of speaking in front of, like, a camera or entertaining people this way. It's just that it's a different market, and that's fine. And if you're a fan of capitalism, like ItsaGundam is, you just need to accept that and not be salty about it all the time. Adam Smith should rise from the grave and slap you in the face with his visible hand.
But then I guess I meme a little too much, frankly. I'm definitely edgy compared to her. I don't...
This is the guy who was making fun of AOC for being, hello, fellow kids, and here he is being like, I guess I meme a little too much. I'm very edgy. Like it's 2012. My God. Tucker White 94, his saltiness couldn't be more transparent if he wore a sign that said, sponsor me. True. You should talk to Raid Shadow Legends. They'll sponsor anyone. I gotta take these pills. I'm not a fan. I mean, I'm a fan of the result. I'm not a fan of the actual act of swallowing them. My uvula is very active. It does not like it. Here we go. This is the big one. This is the tea blocker. It smells minty. It's very strange. It smells like weed and mint mixed together. Adam Smith wouldn't be a capitalist in the modern sense. Honestly, he'd probably be a market socialist. Possibly. But a lot of people on the right idolize him for a lot of reasons. Do we get to see her titties grow in real time? I should have. I should have taken, like, once a week or once every 3 days or something. I should have taken a picture. I think they're probably getting to the point where they're most of the way to where they're going to be. They're okay. Baha says they're decent, but I don't know. Someday when I'm more comfortable with my body, I'll start wearing lower cut tops, and you guys can judge for yourself.
There's nothing funny about the tools of
MMO addicted. Hannah smelling hormones. Good year. Hints of mint flower and hints of weed of the tank kind. Devious Chilster with 10 bits. Listen to her. She's a scientist.
There's nothing
True.
funny about the tools of capitalism.
The Meru-sama. I wasn't going to say anything, but I noticed them earlier and I thought they looked great. Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
don't have titties to rely on.
But when someone is talking about guys simping for a girl, I just don't understand what's wrong with, like, worshiping a girl. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? Girls deserve to be worshipped.
Don't know if I agree with that one. Oh god, I missed a thing. Where did it go? Did I miss a thing? Where did it go? Hannah, your breasts are amazing and you still have like 2 years of growth. Do I? I've been on hormones for like a year and like 8 months or something. I don't know the exact amount of time, but...
Alright. Not saying specifically me. Okay? But girls should be worshipped.
I don't agree with that statement. I don't think anyone should be worshipped. I think that's a very loaded term.
Alright? It doesn't mean you're a simp. Alright? Simping isn't bad. Simping is king shit, okay?
And I say things like this. Life is often a miserable quagmire of unfortunate events, an unfair circumstance.
Your statement is just as vacuous as boobs, except hers is funny, and yours reeks of, yes, shallow and pedantic. I am very smart. Please, like my tweets. I am, an intellectual. Life is often a miserable quagmire of unfortunate events and unfair circumstances. Why will no one like my tweet? You douche.
Yeah, there's a few too many brain cells popping off there. I should have wrote boobs, and then I could have had 88,000 likes. If Twitter vanished tomorrow, the world would be a better place. And if it took OnlyFans with it, I would go to church the next day. I walk in there playing like the gospel song from All Dogs Go to Heaven. Hallelujah, hallelujah.
Oh, that's cringe. Okay.
Sing it, baby.
Look, I made the character do a little dance. Ha 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 ha. Ooh, it's a song from a movie you recognize. God damn. ItsaGundam is embarrassing. Jesus Christ.